Hello. How are y'all doing today? It's Scottish Dusty today. No, I'm joking. How are y'all doing? I forgot to mute that. So, yeah, I watched myself on stream. No. So, allow me to kind of, like, summarize last night. If you guys missed it, by the way, it was a very, very painful time for me personally. The most I've ever, like, spent in one go trying to enhance something and not really... I don't know. Thinking back on it, I know I shouldn't have done that. Past, like, 2 or 3 attempts at a time. Marascas helmet, we got it, but it didn't go to +1. It went to a +1. Doing the math now, thinking about it, let me see, actually, my Black Spirit real quick. So I have this 177 stack. This was a 144 last night. In every single failed attempt, I believe it was +3. So that's 33. That's 11 attempts. And I'm just double checking my math. So yes, it was 33 divided by 3 obviously is 11. So we tapped it 11 times last night and it still didn't go. So now what I'm taking this as is that I can actually stack up this 171 a little higher. So every time I go to attempt a +2 now, I'll just use whichever one's lower until it finally goes, and then that stack, whatever one I'm left with, that is going to be my Tet attempt one here. Now my crystals have actually been all changed and rearranged and all that fun stuff, so you can go ahead and pause if you want to take a look at my screen or the stuff here. I also do have a crystal on this for movement speed only, but that's... I probably should change it over to like a critical hit, to be honest with you, because that'd be better, but it's very expensive to do that. So this is my current crystal setup, all the different slots, where they're at, and everything else. So today what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and do the dailies of MEW. MEW is Mountain of Eternal Winter, and pretty much what I never really processed fully last night was I don't need capstones anymore, meaning that instead of me like using them, burning them on anything, I can actually go ahead and sell them, although I'm not selling any right now, and value pack is going to expire in an hour, so one of my crystals also, I made one for a a red battlefield one. One of those actually sold that I made, and that was like almost another 200 million. I don't know if it's still, is it still here anywhere? No. And also, I'm almost near Guru 1 on processing. I've been doing this all day. GTA Online had their update today, so me and my older brother, we were both playing some GTA Online together, being in a solo server. Screw you, hackers and griefers. So every 5 minutes or so, I just pull open the game, do some more processing. I've been processing pretty much all the zinc and copper that I have because I want to start getting brass going again. All my zinc, I have a little bit here now, but I've made over 100,000 zinc. I have 139,000 melted copper, and I still have 394 to go. Once that gets done, I'm probably going to start buying zinc shards and then brassing them up. The reason for the brass, wrong buttons. Over in Grana, I am making brass ingot crates. These things right here, and these are then being shipped all the way over to Valencia City, furthest place possible, and I'm selling them over there for trading EXP and a couple other things too, which I might need to go to. Tonight's the maintenance, so I'm probably going to go there tonight to go ahead and take advantage of the extra 100% before it actually goes away. So what are we going to do? Well, I have a little bit of Agris. We're going to burn that today, but we're going to 3 of the 4 spots. Now, the reason why is because I don't have a Witch's token. I've been to the 4th spot, which is Etheria's Limbo. So there's Winter Tree Fossil right here. You have Jade Starlight Forest, Etheria's Limbo, and Wax Labyrinth. Now, what we're going to do, pretty much, I don't know, what's this icon? I don't know. Maybe it's Agris Fever, probably. And this is skill XP, and that's nothing, and that's nothing. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and we're going to start off with Winter Tree Fossil. I'll show you guys the spot where to get the dailies and stuff. And then once we get done doing this, then we're going to go on to Jade and then Marascas. And Marascas is going to be the hardest because it's just going to be rough. Also, I was wondering how come my AP was low. It's because I didn't put on 1 extra earring. Vel's Heart is all good to go. We're going to go ahead and get our buffs going. I do know that I'm starting like 10-15 minutes early, but it's within good reason because The Winter Tree Fossil is so simple, it's less than like 10 minutes to do the daily. Each daily, you have to do 2 different fights. Jade is the only one that might take a little bit longer of time that I can't really help because it's random. And Marowak is another one that that one just takes a long time. It's an hour and 25 minutes exactly. So unfortunately, we're just going to have to go and grind on that one. Also, I really should get some carrots. Do I not have... Oop. I have carrot seeds, but no carrots. I know I have some in Velia, and I was there like 4 times yesterday, but can't be bothered. So if you're doing Winter Tree Fossil, we're going to start with that one. Winter Tree Fossil, head in toward the west outside the town of Ailton from the Storage Keeper. You find a T road, hang up the left, or go to the left side. Going down the road south, you'll see this little road over here. Head on this road to the east. Manduru, Voice of the Deer, is the NPC you want to talk to. Rumors of Peculiar Trees. Then the other NPC is across the beam of light across the road. It's up on this little hill area. And these are the things that you're looking for. The Dread Winter Tree Fossils. It does cost energy to do this, 200 energy a day, which if you AFK overnight on your character, or, you know, I'm not going to tell you how to get energy, just maybe consume some energy potions on the marketplace, like 4 million per potion. You need 4 of them. However you want to go about it. Falcone, this is the other one, Voice of the Foxes. There's 2, easy and hard.
Oh, there are many.
So this is an interesting thing, this whole grind spot. So if you see a crystal and is blue like this one's purified. It becomes corrupt again, but after a certain period of time. I don't know how long it is. I haven't tested it. So if you find one that's blue, just avoid it. Also, I do have some snacks today. I got some Doritos, spicy nachos, and some beef sticks. So if you wonder, I've been too busy playing GTA and not really eating today. So I had breakfast at like, I don't know, maybe 10 o'clock or so. So all the spots I've checked so far, there's on the map, there's these 3 spots here. There's a spot where I'm at, and then there's a spot right over here. And there's also one over here. So looking at the map, it's like this weird like angle right here. So again, there's one spot in between these 2 right here. There's one spot right about here in between these 2. Or no. Hold on a second. One here, one here. There's 2. One over here, one here, and one here. Those are the ones that I know of. There might be like 1 or 2 more that I'm not aware of, but... Come on, Arahaza, you can do that. Now I get out of the water, call my horse before it drowns. So there's this one right over here. This one's also been purified. And there's this last one. So per objective, you have to find a different fossil. You can't do both the hard and the easy on the same fossil. You have to go to another one. They might all be purified. All except for that first one. And provided nobody has just started it, we should be able to take advantage and do that one. So the 3 objectives for Winter Tree Fossil: you have to defeat the Breukias, Breukias. That word, Breukias. I don't know how to say it. Defeat one of those in easy and in hard difficulty. Please note that easy difficulty for the spot is 250 AP. Hard, I believe, is 280. Yeah, easy is 250. AP is 280 in the hard spot. My gear score, I'm going to be doing 285 and 365 with also a bunch of other buffs. So we're going to do difficult first. I like to do the harder one first and the easier one. And plus this also kind of gets me geared up for the mobs that I will be facing over at Jade. This is usually what I do for the day. So we're going to pop our Frenzy Draw, Vel's Heart, get that going. I do have all church buffs and a simple cron meal. And this might be a bit overkill, but I will also go ahead and install my camp and get body enhancement for an additional AP. And finally over 5,000 HP for once. Nice. One last final thing. I always forget something. So So this spot is also interesting. You cannot use item collection scrolls at all. It will not buff the spot at all. What you get is what you get. I'm also going to not go to Karanda unless it's Stormbringer because I need to focus on this. So what happens during your grinding this here, this thing called Tachyon will appear, brimming with chilling energies. If you allow him to get to the pillar in the middle, he explodes and the radius increases as you are grinding the mobs. It gets bigger and bigger until it's like a really big AoE. If he explodes, he kills all the mobs nearby and can do some damage to you, I believe. I know he kills the mobs, but I think you also take a little bit of damage as well. It's kind of hard to really know for sure if he's the one who damaged me, but when you play as a Kuno class, you kind of can dodge stuff like all attack in one hit, so you want to basically focus on Tachyons, and they appear on your minimap as the little spike-looking thing, spiky circle. But here's a Briukia, not Briukius. That's the final one. There's a total, I think, of 3 different mobs that can appear. Basically, you're just trying to kill as many as you can and pay attention to the messages as they show up. And 800 for the day is not too bad. By the time that I finish one of these spots, if I focus on the mobs near the end, I can actually get 800, but usually it's around like 700 or so that I can kill on one of them. And knowing that I have to do easy and hard, I don't really care too much. As long as I get more than 400, we're fine. So Tachyon here, you'll notice, is going to start getting bigger in size as this whole fight progresses. So who is it this time? Is it the wizard? Nope, it's Big Polar Bear. One time when I was just waking up for the day, it said in my mind, oh look, it's a Tedly Bear. And for some reason, I was trying to say Cuddly Teddy Bear, but I said Tedly Bear. So, Tedly Bear it is. Another Tachyon. And there's about maybe 2 or 3 seconds from the time the message shows up to the time they actually show up. Until he gets bigger, it can be very difficult to actually see where he's at. So here he is, starting to get a little bit bigger in size, getting a little bit thicker. You know, he's only thick with like 2 C's right now. He gets to like thick with 5 C's here in a little bit. Don't you worry. I'm hoping for the other elite bosses or little like mini bosses to show up because I kind of want to show them off too, but powerful energies, so here comes another mini boss. I'm not seeing it. Oh, there he is. It's the Komeu. So he just does a huge AoE around the spot. Doesn't damage any of the creatures, but will damage and can even slow you, I think, a little bit. You do get debuffed a little bit. I can't remember what exactly, but believe you me, you don't want to be inside it. As soon as you see the big circle, if you can't find out who it is, it doesn't hurt anything to quickly get away from the pillar and try to get some distance away from it. Because if it turns out that it is the actual like witch dude, then you'll be fine. If it's the other two, one of them will run straight to you, which we haven't seen yet, and the Tedly Bear will just kind of, you know, his way over to you. So Tachyon, there he is. So it's been about 5 minutes so far since I popped my frenzy, which is right about the time I started it. Usually it takes about 10 minutes, maybe 15, kind of depends on your DPS and how grouped up or how quickly the I don't know if it's a time-based thing. I really don't. I want to say it is because it's been fairly consistent, but some powerful enemies. I am not seeing anybody. Oh, there he is. Okay, just to test this, do I get debuffed or is it just damage? I'm not seeing a debuff. I think it's just damage. Tachyon just spawned as well. I just see him on the mini-map. So you don't get debuffed with speed or defense down or anything like that. Holy lag. The daily just kicked in and the newborn Crimson Dragon appearing in my safe nearly broke my game. Like I said, we're not going to do Kuranda, because if I leave now, it's going to mess this whole thing up and I got to redo it, so no thank you. Okay, so Tachyon again. Where you at, buddy? Ah, there he is. Powerful energies. Another one. We'll see if I can get the third one. If I don't get the third, like, mini-boss, I'll try to describe it as best I can. Tachyon. Oh, he's gotten bigger. It's been about 7 minutes. Maybe they kind of expect you to do this in like 15. I don't really know. Black Spirit's Rage. Quite a few capstones. 6 so far. That's almost like, it's been 8 minutes, almost 1 a minute. Might be more in like the ballpark of maybe like 0.75 maybe a minute. I'm not good at decimal math. Powerful energies emanate. We got the witch again. Tachyon also. Yep, we do. Witch wizard, whatever this thing is. He's wise. That's all I know. Or she. Yeah, he's looking mighty thick right now. Like 4 Cs maybe. Maybe 3. He gets bigger. Much bigger than this. About 450 kills. So to kind of go over easy real quick, if you guys want to just go ahead and jump in the game and try this right now, but you don't want to do like the difficult one because you don't have the right amount of AP for it. The easy is basically the same exact thing. The only difference being is that the mobs don't hit nearly as hard and you don't need nearly as much gear. That's the only difference between the two. They still will drop the same amount of items, or the same type of items rather. It's still RNG based as to, you know, me getting 5 items on 1 kill and you can never get 5. That's still RNG, you know. Again, the only thing you might be able to use here is Agris. Let me just double check this to make sure. Pretty sure it does. 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 4, 4. Another good way to find out is just do this. So no, Agris does not work on these mobs. Good to know. I didn't know Agris did not work on these mobs. That makes sense. It would kind of like imply that if you can't use item collection scrolls, that Agris also wouldn't work. But you never know until you try these things. Because I didn't know that. Let me just go ahead and turn Agris off just so it doesn't annoy me. We're almost at 600 now, about 550. Attack him again. Ooh, he's much bigger now. This is like thick with 4 Cs, if not 5. And the bigger he gets too, the higher like his defense and health gets too. So that time he got kind of close. We got Ryukia again. I don't know how you say it, guys. Tachyon is back. I just saw him pop in over there. He's like this weird thing where he'll appear and then he'll like materialize afterwards. I don't know if that's just because I play in low graphics, because my graphics card isn't like, you know, a 1090, but you know. I prefer performance over graphics anyways. I'll be 100% with you guys. Okay, almost 650 now. Powerful energies again. Do we got the Wise Shaman or also Tachyon? Gotta be aware of that. It is this dude again. I think maybe when Tachyon hits the thing and he explodes, maybe that's where I've seen the debuff. That would make sense. He's brimming with chilling energies or whatever it's called. So this is like Tachyon thick with 5 C's right there. The boss is close, for sure. Like I said, I don't know if it's time-based. I don't know if it's, like, mob kill-based. If you guys have been able to, like, get more than, like, it's almost, like, right now, 700 mob kills and then the boss shows up. I don't know if it's, like, you get 700 kills and then the boss shows up, or if it's more along the lines of just how many Tachyons there are, if it's, like, a timer. The only way for me to know if it's a time-based thing is to do one of these dailies, not kill anything pretty much until like the final wave. Only kill Tachyons and the elites, and that's about it. This I do know is on a timer though. If you take too long, it'll say that the energies are fading. There's the debuffs. Maybe it's Ryukia here. This, by the way, is the mob kill that you have to get for the daily. And he is dead. Ooh, got the max stamina artifact. Nice. I don't know how many that makes now, but I do have plenty. Okay, 756 is what we got. So now it's purified for a while. I'm not going to like come back to this location and check later. I'm just going to go ahead and just, you know, move on to hopefully... Horse, why are you in the rock? Black Desert, being Black Desert, you know. Before anybody says anything, it's a beef stick. Let's go ahead and check the second spot. Nope. Still purified. Is this one? Ah, this one's not. Okay. So that was about 15 minutes. I will say as well, the junk loot for the spot is not that great. I don't think this is meant to be like a spot that you have to grind 24/7 to make money. If you have the gear to do the hard one here, you should be okay enough to do Jade. And Jade Starlight is like the best, in my personal opinion, the best grind spot of all the new ones in Mountain of Eternal Winter. Not only can you get the Flame of Frost, let's say in my case, I have a Marascas helmet. I don't need another flame for a good long while. I can sell it to the over 1,000 pre-orders right now. So for me, it doesn't really matter too much to me. But I grind there for the capstones as well. And I found out recent... Uh-oh. Or that tacky him through. Sometimes that ends the whole thing, the whole event. Like, I don't know why. Ah, here's the third one. So it's Panvala, I believe. It's kind of like a very agile, because it says agile, moving and kind of fast-paced enemy. He will try to pretty much chase you down. Doesn't matter if you try to run away, he will chase you down. So you kind of have to like fight him head on, but he's kind of weak in comparison to the other two. Well, in terms of difficulty, the bear is the hardest. Panvala is like mid-ground. He's not too hard, but he's not too weak. And then the witch guy, the wizard, he just summons a huge AoE, and that's about it. Like, you just stand behind him and kill him. It's pretty simple. If you don't play a class that can move very fast, I mean, most classes have like movements and stuff like that, combos you can do to move around, then it might prove to be a challenge, like 1 or 2 hits, but past that, I mean, I don't think you would die to it. You might die if you get like surrounded by all these mobs or something like that. That's why I'm a huge advocate for the phrase "know your class." Hey, we got the bear again. Now he can stun, even on the easy ones. The problem with this spot, in my opinion, is one, it's energy locked, but that again might just be how they intend it to be, not like a spot you go to 24/7. The other thing that I personally don't like about it is the amount of like information if you're not paying attention for like 1 second, because those messages after a while of like grinding at Jade, those messages that pop up. The only thing I look for is the word Wayne Winter. If I see the word Wayne Winter, then I stop everything I'm doing. But if I don't see that, then I tend to ignore the messages. And there have been times, actually, where the Wayne Winter has spawned, and I totally ignored it. And then I looked back to, like, double check to see if it, like, what group it was, and it was the Wayne Winter herself. And I was like, oh, I should probably go back and do something about that. Tachyon also spawned, too, so I need to go get him. Big group right here. That's a money shot. It's a pretty good money shot there too. And needless I say too, this is the only location that does not have a Marnie. Marowak also doesn't have a Marnie, just to be clear, but this one is more in the open world. Marowak, even though it doesn't have a Marnie spot, you are technically in your own instance until the boss room. Nobody else can go in there and hurt you. Nobody else can get in your room and like try to kill you or anything like that. You are for the most part by yourself, which is fantastic. This is the only one where you do have to worry about potential gankers or griefers or trolls. This is like the only one because you're stuck to the open world. You cannot go into Marnie, and if somebody else were to come along, they could potentially kill you and just finish the whole event, whereas you spent the energy to start it. For anybody who wants to group this spot as well, I believe it's only a solo spot. The only spot that, technically speaking, could be groupable is the Marowak. I'll explain more about that later, but Jade, if you and somebody else were there, only one person is getting loot. Same thing here, only one person can get loot. to my knowledge. I haven't actually fully tested that. Jade, I have actually tested that. The only time you can get like multiple people getting loot at Jade, I think, is the field boss, the Dreadwinter Guardian, not the Wayne Winter one. Dreadwinter is the field boss variant. I always like to preface that because they both sound alike. Dreadwinter, Wayne Winter. They both got winter in the name, you know. So Tachyon again. We've been at this for about 7 minutes. Easy feels like it's, well, a little too easy for my gear score, but I'm sure if you have like 250, I'm sure it could be rather difficult. Okay, here's Panvala again. He also kind of does a Kuno thing where he disappears, so that's, you know, exciting. There he is. And he will also try to get to your back. More times than not, anyways. He's like the Winter Tree version of a rogue. Okay, Tachyon, where you at? Stop throwing snowballs at me, dude. I don't see Tachyon. There he is. Getting kind of big now. This is the only indicator that I know of that tells you when the boss wave is about to happen. It's the only indicator. Maybe it's a time-based thing, and the reason why I'm hammering that so hard is Marascas is a time-based thing. So it wouldn't surprise me if Winter Tree Fossil also was somewhat time-based. Phone, just go into standby, please. Thank you. Well, we got the one elite over here, Kunoichi. Ooh, a capstone from him. Nice. Tachyon. Okay, he's getting a little bit bigger as well. Killed another weasel, that's great. Powerful energies, looks like it's going to be the bear. A little bit of lag here and there, you know. Tachyon got stunned. There's another stun. I don't want Tachyon getting too far just in case he all of a sudden is just, I don't know, very difficult for me to kill. It's easy, so I shouldn't have any problems with it, but there was one time where I almost let him get to the pillar because I didn't prioritize him. He is the #1 priority every single time that you see the message. Find him and kill him. Even if it means that you didn't kill, you know, 2 or 3 mobs in that time period, doesn't matter. If he touches it, he will kill everything. You have to wait for him to respawn. Or I've had it happen before where the event just ends, it purifies it, and then you have to find another one and spend another 100 energy. So always prioritize Tachyon. Oh, my dump truck, dude. 7 a.m. now. That was also night grinding for both of those, pretty much. Let's tacky him again. Go. Should be getting close. It's been 12 minutes now. If it is actually 12 minutes or 12 and a half, that would kind of make some sense, honestly. The main reason I say that, and we'll go over a little bit more of like other locations, but Marowak is one of those where it's about 12 minutes per like wave. So it would make sense if it was actually like 12 minutes here as well. Or roughly. We got Bryukia again. And also Tachyon somewhere. There he is. I think the next thing to spawn is going to be the boss. Am I right? Could be another Tachyon though. Nope, there's the boss. So same thing as before, I'm just going to go ahead and just DPS him down real quick. There he is. Hey buddy. Bryukia, how you doing, man? And he's dead. Also, if you collapse on this right here, you can actually kill any other ones that are trying to go to seek refuge. So, it's a nice little thing. So, that was about 30 minutes. I'm going to turn off this for now. So, going over loot that we got. In total, we got a little over 10k junk loot. Now, the junk loot here is not great, obviously. It's only 5,620. Not that good. But we did get 19 capstones just from grinding, 36 ancient spirit dust in total, and then 79 weapons, 79 armor, 4 dragon fossils, 3 of the essence, 2 Jade Starlight breath, and then a stamina artifact. Which, to be honest, I have plenty of them and I don't really need them, but it's nice to get them. Also, this is also with the drop rate event. So, it was 153, but at nighttime it was 163, so keep that in mind as well. From the dailies, you get 10 from the easy and hard, 3 for the easy one, 7 for the hard, and then the 800 kills, you also get another 10.
I guess.
Welcome. You'll find no.
Now, pretty much what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and put everything into storage,
Stay.
including the junk loot. This might make the storage actually too full, but that's okay.
You know, how long do you plan to stay?
For the spot there, for 30 minutes, about 60 million. Not that great. The capstones would make it a lot better. Like these 30 here, if you were to sell them, would be a little over, actually 40 almost. Because we did get enough ancient spirit dust for at least 40. That'd be about 120 million. So it's not too terrible. Just junk loot alone, not the best spot. Moving on, next spot we're going to is Jade Starlight Forest. You want to talk to this NPC called Jodin to the left side of it, of the icon, or to the right of Mountaintop Guard Post. This is a spot that does allow item increase as well as Agris Fever, and I will be burning Agris at this spot. Agris in this spot, in my opinion, is really nice. How it kind of boils down is that per one item of junk loot almost equals one Agris burn. I'll get like a 14k trash loot hour for like 14,000 Agris burn. It might not be the most efficient in the game, but the junk loot itself is very expensive and it's really good to burn it, in my opinion. Oh. Wow. Give me a second, I need to drink some water. So of the 3 daily quests, you get Plucking Beards, Dreadwinter, Possessed Beings, and Since They Troubled Me. The only one that I really don't like out of these 3 is Plucking Beards. And I'll explain to you why, because it's RNG. But of the 3, Since They Troubled Me is 300 kills. You get 15 capstones. Is actually a pretty good number, honestly. Depending on how fast you clear it, it's a really good number. But the Dreadwinter Possessed, these are the elite mobs. You only get 3 for this. And the Beards is only 2. Excuse me, only 2 for an RNG based thing? Ugh. Also, as is tradition here, every time I come here, because the only thing I don't have knowledge of are these tombs, I do a quick skill on horseback to go ahead and kill them for good luck. And I never get it. So somebody is here. I'm just going to go ahead and go to the Marnie spot. If it's not taken, then we'll go ahead and grind here. If it is taken, then I'm going to Marnie. The spot does not look taken at the moment. And there's even a few elites here waiting for me. Nice. If somebody shows up, then I'll go to Marnie, but we're going to go ahead and use... I'm going to use a +2 with Agris. Some people will say that's a waste. You always want to use a +1, but I don't care. So here we go. Let's go ahead and get started. So of the spot, there are 3 different what they call totems, or at least I call them. Jade Lamp here. Each one have their own various different things. There's a stone totem, a pillar, it's like a stone pillar, and then a brazier. It's kind of like a fire pit, pretty much. The Jade Lamp, as you can see, there's circles appearing on the ground. Well, now they're not anymore. But if you stand in them, it'll knock you to the ground. And when you first destroy it, it has it pretty much knocks down anything that's not an elite mob. And I think the only elite mob that it really knocks on the ground are the small boys. There's 3 different types of mobs here. There's what I call the big boys, the medium boys, and the small boys. What we just killed there was the big boy. Here's the medium boys and also the brazier. The brazier, it ignites the ground on fire, giving you an extra AP boost and also a DP reduction at the same time. For the enemy, it just gives them a DP debuff. These 2 I absolutely hate. I think they're the worst ones out of them all because there's a lot of times where I'll try to do a skill, but I'll go right through them. There's something weird with their hitbox, I believe. Call me crazy. If anybody else has that same issue, please let me know. But there are abilities that should not allow me to go through, like this one, but yet I just went right through him, as if he just wasn't there. But for the most part, you'll find packs where one pack in this instance is 1 big boy, 2 medium boys. There'll be a pack of 2 medium boys and 3 small guys. And then there'll be a pack of, I think it's 1 big boy and 3 small guys. So the biggest pack you can actually get is 5 enemies in total. So far, I haven't found that one yet. I've spent over 45 hours getting 100 pity pieces. And right now, I'm at another 32. So I know you also couldn't see, but as soon as I pop that lamp, they're all on the ground, so you can down attack them. You want to stay at their back. The main reason why is when they start to get up, you'll start doing back attack damage. Back attack and down damage are two of the fastest ways to kill the mobs here at this location. So the totem here, this is the other third spot. Use any abilities that you have to try to float, CC, down, stun, any of the, well, not stun, but at least down, CC, or get him to float, because the totem makes them easier to get on the ground. So here's the largest group. 2 of the medium boys, 3 of the small guys. I need to sneeze, hang on. Oh, I muted in time, thank you. The other thing that I really like about Jade is that once you start killing at least one of the enemies, from them dying, it causes an explosion, and that does more damage to the others nearby. So it's like a chain reaction after a certain point. 1 or 2 die, the whole pack just dies. It's great. 1, 2, 3, and the whole pack's dead. It does a considerable amount of damage, too. So far, of the elites, by the way, we have not gotten the small guys yet. We've got 2 of the medium guys and 1 of the big guys. How they spawn is that the big guy is always 1, the small guys are always 3, and the medium guys are always 2 when they spawn. So in that last spot, there was a 3. I think not the next spot that I'm about to go to, but the one after that, there was another 3 that spawned over there as well. That'll be helpful. Yeah, it's the next spot. As far as this statue, the Jade Lamp, a few ways to kind of block that if you can't get out of the circle. Be in either super armor, which is the yellow symbol right there, or be in guard stance. Those are the only 2 ways you could potentially get out of it. You could also iframe, but there is a potential where unless you know for certain that you can iframe out of it completely, I wouldn't recommend it. Now these little guys, once they get to below a certain HP, they start spawning these circles. These circles can stun you, so you try to avoid them or just DPS them down quickly. Of the medium and big guys, they don't really have any patterns that are really crazy. I will say that the big guy, if you get him below a certain HP threshold, he'll have like this big circle that appears, and there's this huge like attack animation where he'll swing 4 times in front of him. The first 2 times is only in front of him. The second 2 times he can actually stun you even if you're behind him. So you want to avoid that. But you get out of stun right about the time where he turns around and does his final attack where he like breathes out cold air. That's the only noteworthy thing about him. The 2 medium guys, they're just a pain to deal with. They have different attack animations where they have like a cone in front of them that they jump, slam the ground, dealing damage in that cone. They have a couple of different animations where they can go into like a flame form. They're completely invulnerable, so you can't damage them at all until they go back into their physical form again. And then they also have like a small circle AoE. These small guys as well, in terms of AoEs, they do have like a cone that they can do, which is that. Just stay outside of the cone, don't be inside it. Black Desert has taught me one thing: always be afraid of shapes. Prioritize back hits on anything and everything here. It's your best friend. A lot of them kind of have slow... Ooh, Ember of Frost, nice. A lot of them have like slower moving animations or slower attacks, so you can kind of take advantage of that. Understanding the totems as well, whether they be like this smoke one here where you can put them on the ground and then just DPS them while they're on the ground. Whether it's the brazier where you can just like use the extra attack and debuff on them for their defense to just nuke them, or if it's the lamp where everybody gets on the ground. Always be aware of which totem you're about to activate, what other like ability that you'll get. and then prioritize back attacks. As soon as that ability or effect is enabled, just prioritize back attacks. Here's a lamp. Always try to gather everybody as close to it as possible. That's another tip that I would give. So now they're going to go on the ground. This first one's kind of hard to see, so try to stand outside the initial like blast. It can be very difficult to try to see where exactly the first circle is going to be, and sometimes you can get knocked onto the ground, and if the second circle spawns on you again, you'll be stun locked almost as long as they are. So don't get stunned on the lamp if you want to try to do some serious damage. Those are the 2 elite guys? Yeah, nice. I need one more big guy. I see a big guy in the middle of the map over there. These guys are about to go on the ground. Try to get some distance away. Now, I was in super armor that time, so I didn't actually get stunned, which is nice. Of the 3 elites, totems that I would recommend, or might be like the best composition for the 2 guys, if you can get the stone totem that allows you to put them on the ground, that's the best one by far, because the longer that they're up in the air or like longer that they're standing, the more annoying they are. This big guy here, highly recommend trying to find a brazier, or if you can get a brazier, then that's good. By the way, here's the combo. So 1, 2, you can get stunned here, but then you can just move right about the time he spits at you. Try to get a brazier if you can, or if it spawns one, then that's probably the fastest way to kill this guy. The other 2 things, they are just not bothered by at all. Alright. I was gonna say howdy, but... the other things to look out for, obviously you can get the Wayne Winter Guardian. It's basically a lesser form of the field boss version of her. The Dread Winter Guardian. You can also get the Dread Winter spawn. I have not actually been at this spot in particular where she actually spawns in. I think maybe one time I've actually fought her here, and it was near this area right here. Wait and see what this guy's gonna do here. No, I got stunned on the ground. Of course, I got hit. There's 2 guys here. The person standing there has me nervous. As far as I know, also, I don't know 100% of the time, because it's also kind of random sometimes. The abilities that I use to kind of like get people on the ground don't seem to affect these guys unless they're affected by the stone totem. So maybe they can be downed, maybe they can't be unless the stone totem is popped. I don't know for sure. If anybody has any experience with it, please let me know. Holy lag, dude. Okay. Well, we got the plucking beers for the small guys. I just need the big guy again. For some reason, he seems to be the bottleneck for me. Perfect. Totem. Nice. There we go. Here on the ground. Now it's just time to just go ahead and nuke him. That's the best case situation for those guys. Get the totem. It might not be a bad thing also to, like, you know, maybe lure the pack to another nearby totem, but it does take time out of your rotation to do that sort of stuff. Take it as a grain of salt. It's possible. I just wouldn't recommend it. Yeah. It's been about 15 minutes so far. My weight is just about to go too heavy, so I'm gonna go ahead and stop the grind for just a second. Go over here. I would recommend to bring your horse and just kind of horse stack the loot, personally. You could also use like maids or butlers to move it to the storage if you have enough, but it's usually every like 15 to 20 minutes I find myself having to go over to my horse. For one maid or butler, you can also move 333 of one particular item here, the junk loot in particular. It's just the weight, capacity, and everything else, but... Okay, can one of you guys get on the ground, please? No? You guys don't want to? Okay. Can't respect you, but, you know. In the case of these three guys, too, if they get off-synced and they're not all looking the same direction, find whatever angle you can to hit at least two of them on back attacks. It's more of like maximizing your efficiency more than it would be like a tip, but nonetheless. Boom. Once they go on the ground, or if you can stick to back attacks, they die so fast. The jade lit flames gather. Good for me, I say. Why do those guys just not want to die in unison? I don't get it. Can I get it? No, I'm okay. So it's like, can I get a beard? Would be nice. See how long I was stunned? Now they're all getting up back attacks, not down attacks. That's what I'm talking about. You want to make sure you stay out of that first circle, because the second circle more than likely will land right where that first one is, or kind of like Venn diagram with it a little bit, and you're just going to be stuck. You're not going to be able to move very much. Or just use SA or frontal guard or something to prevent yourself from getting like stunned. So we're just a hair over 15 minutes. I almost said hours. 15 minutes. We're at 142 kills. So we're looking at possibly like a 34-minute grind, maybe 35. For just the dailies. That's all I'm doing here. Ever since getting the Flame of Frost, getting the Marascas helmet, I don't really need, or I don't have like a reason to stay for very long here. I just want to do the dailies. Albeit this spot is great if I want to burn like 30k Agris, like today, I could burn all 30k Agris here, but I'm not going to do that. I want to show off Marascas, as well as do the boss on stream, because I have yet to do the boss on stream, but I've beat her a few times. I don't know how many times you need to get the title Tyrant, but I do have the title Tyrant. Maybe it's like kill her more than 5 times or something. I think I've killed her maybe 5 or 6 times. Can't be 100% on anything, so. The other title that I'm missing there is Queen of the Labyrinth. I think that's the only title that I'm missing at Marascas. That's half the reason I'm also doing them too. Winter Tree Fossil, I got all the titles recently, and the last one was called Snowball. So, hey, yo, sir, how's it going, man? How you doing, bud? I think I should probably eat some more beef sticks or something. Might take like a 5-minute break after Jade to finish my beef sticks over here. I haven't eaten much other than breakfast today, so it's mostly my fault for playing GTA Online because the update, but you know, I had some fun. Not dealing with griefers or modders, hackers, all that fun stuff. Doing stuff I like. Going, just chilling. How about you? Things are going a lot better today. I don't know if you stayed for the entirety of the stream yesterday or just like the enhancement of Marascas helmet, but I was very bummed about that last night. But I realized something that I didn't really fully comprehend in the moment. Capstones I can start selling, and instead of making 300 mil an hour, if I can get, you know, it's like 3 hours to do the dailies, give or take. Maybe like 2 hours and 2.5 hours to do the dailies here. Kind of depends on the beard task. I could make almost like $1 billion in that time period, which to me is fantastic. So now that I'm starting to get into the realm where I don't realistically need capstones, I can just hoard them. And that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to hoard capstones until I need them. Or if I feel like selling, you know, like 1,000 or something to get like 3 bill, then I could. That is something I didn't even process last night, but I wasted almost like, I want to say the final tally was somewhere between the realm of like 7 to 10 billion in resources, most of which, like almost 5 bill, I purchased last night. So I was not very happy about that. But have a sort of like a game plan in mind and trying to focus on the game plan instead of the past, you know. And then one of my guildmates told me that it took him 12 attempts on theirs, and I did the math on the enhancement stack. I have attempted 11 times so far, and it hasn't gone yet from a 144. So it's also 1,500 cronstones, and I don't want to cron it at that, because the next level for sure I'm going to, but that's probably not going to be until I at least get like the pen Godderite or something like that. Got stunned, dang it. This person showed up when I was grinding, and I don't know what they're doing. I'd like to say there's a possibility they're watching the stream, and if so, hi, how are you doing? And if you are, please don't do anything that I wouldn't do, and i.e. don't kill me. I'm leaving this spot as soon as my dailies get done, so if you are watching the stream, maybe like another 20 more minutes? Ooh, we got the beards. Heck yeah, that's always a hard one for me. The next spot is 3 small guys. Okay, I thought it was a big guy because I only saw one on the map. big guy? Looks like 2. Of course it's 2. Why is it always 2? I don't get it. Behind them, do some damage. Pretty over the enhanced stuff. Why I don't dive into a lot of MMOs. A lot of them have the same system. That's very true, they do. I know Lost Ark has a sort of, kind of like a guaranteed system in that you don't ever like downgrade your gear, and every time you fail, the chances get better. It's just like extra resources, so you know that is a lot more forgiving than, you know, downgrading. If the weapon or the Marascas helmet didn't downgrade last night at all, then I definitely would have had a +2, but it's alright. This game just teaches me patience, whether I want to accept it or not. Okay, here's the last big guy for the daily, and then I just need about 100 more kills. And then we're done here. Moving on to Marowak. Marowak? Of course, it's also a lamp, so now I have to play Twister with this dude. Stepped on the wrong color. They said green, I went blue. And they called out red, I went yellow. When he does his big AoE attack, which usually he does it right about now, if you can manage to do a frontal guard or super armor move during the second and third hits before he turns around, you cannot be stunned as well. That's what I've noticed. Or at least, in my experience, I have not gotten stunned while in one of those stances. So, ooh, yes. The totem. The almighty totem. Yes. Ooh, baby. That was a money shot for sure. Back attacks, please and thank you. Down attack, you go. Okay, debuff this guy. How long? About 15 minutes. I will tell the guy unless... We'll see. If he's still there after... You, okay, yeah. I'm surprised he's not going to Marnie or, you know, trying to kick me out. Thank you for being kind. Altieri? Sorry if I butcher your family name. Nice guy. Well, we got another totem, but I want to kill these guys. This was a slow clear for sure, but I was also typing 4 capstones. Technically 5 because the ancient spirit dust, but you know. I'm telling you what though, I'm addicted to those things, man. That's why. That's like what I lived and breathed off of while I was here for like the past almost month. Uh-oh. How all of a sudden did I get... Oh, value pack ran out. I was like, all of a sudden, no, I can't move. Hello. Did he just... I just saw his name again and it scared me. I was like, is he gonna kill me now? I'm trying to move my food out of the way because I need to access my full keyboard. It's getting in my way. Can I... Yes, I can take that out. Nice. Okay, just enough to where I'm not overweight. Man, the lag is real tonight. Marowak might be fun too, because Marowak is pretty fun when it comes to, like, what is it called, effects and stuff. Come on, get up. Okay, so before I go any further, let me go ahead and stack that up, please. There we go. 221 out of 300. There's something weird with those medium guys, I swear. A lot of those abilities don't go through people, and I know that I might be slightly off sometimes, but it's not enough to where it affects me negatively in most other zones, locations. So I don't get it. There's something weird with their hitbox. Super armor. 232, baby. I was in super armor, but apparently that was enough. Stunned. Thank you. I was in frontal guard, but I guess center of the explosion was behind me. That's something to consider with those, I guess. Stun me again. .238. So far, we've only been live for a little over an hour, so good news. Hopefully, we won't be at Marowak for very long. I need to at least clear about 3 rooms to do one of the dailies, and then I think 2 rooms for one daily, 3 rooms for the other one, because it's just maybe my gear score is just a little bit low. If I had slightly higher gear score, maybe the mobs spawn faster. I don't know what the excuse would be or what factor it is. Gosh, there's something with these guys' hitboxes, and you can't change my mind. 100% there is. But yeah, the Marowak, 3 rooms for one daily, 2 if I could really push myself. Maybe I just can't clear more than, half the mobs in one room. But the other daily, which is more like the elite mobs, that can be cleared in about 2 rooms. And then beat the Mercedes, which is the actual boss. That one takes exactly an hour and 25 minutes before you even get to the room. Like, you have to be active in there and fighting mobs for at least an hour and 25 minutes. And what I'll do too, once we get in there, I'll probably put like get a timer going and put it like where my mini map is right now. I don't have anything other than like the Windows timer, so. go. They're all like in this corner. It's such a weird angle. I guess I've done that to the Wayne Winter and Dread Winter Guardian before, so I guess I can't really complain about them doing that. You can stun lock her essentially in the corner over there. Well, not stun lock her, but she can't get out. $265. Holy lag central, baby. Got stunned. Let it also be known too that for the most part I've been using combat light stones. I have not been using any sort of like extra AP ones or anything like that, so keep that in mind. Also, I don't know exactly how long my frenzy drop wasn't there. I'm gonna say almost 5 minutes, and this might be like an almost 40-minute daily. The more elites that spawn, the longer the daily can take. But again, the beard one is also one that could take forever, and if elites spawn, you can't get the beards from the elites. You have to get it from the normal mobs, so the more elites that spawn is not always the better. If you're going for pieces or like embers, it could be a really good thing actually. I think they have a slightly higher increased drop rate, but I don't know. Don't quote me on that. There's a lot of things that I wish I knew about the spot, but I don't, you know. The biggest one is that despite them saying that the Wayne Winter Guardian chance to spawn is 3 times higher, I still have only really seen her like 5 times in almost going on 20 hours now. So on the plus side, before then, I only saw her maybe once or twice in 40. So far, 3 and 20 doesn't seem so bad, now does it? Weird circle. 1, 2, SA. Nope. I was gonna do an SA move, but I got stunned. This will get me to 10 mobs to go. So 10 more mobs. It'll probably be on the 3rd spot after this one. So this is 1, next spot 2, 1 more after that. Possibly. Depends on what's all there. There's 5 here. This is the most that you can get in one like mob cluster. Looks like there's 3 here. And the lowest you can get is another 3. So irregardless, we should clear it after the next spot. Also, I'll be honest, I wasn't paying too much attention to how much aggro I had when I started. I know it was over 30k, like barely over 30k. So I burned a little over, like maybe 11. Alright, so this is the last pack. I'm gonna go ahead and send that person a message real quick. Clearing last pack now. After that, all yours. They might have like character swapped, or maybe they went somewhere else. I don't know, but there we go. So I'm gonna say that was about maybe like 36, 37 minutes, perhaps. 37. Say about 37. Let's see. Let's go ahead and shut off Agris for now. Actually, it was 19.7. I think it was like just barely over 30. So we're looking at 9,740, I think. I can't take it out. Never mind. I'm just gonna leave before things get too spicy. Also, before I accidentally type back to him when I don't mean to, I'll just turn back to general. All right, so yeah, it's not too bad of a spot. Jade Starlight, by far one of my favorite spots I've ever been to. Made the most amount of money I've ever made. Garmoth.com will confirm that. There's a lot of money I made over here. The most amount of time I've spent in any one spot as well. It's just something about the location is just really nice. I really like it a lot. So in total, just from junk loot alone, or like junk items, we got 10 capstones from mobs, enough for almost another 20 just from ancient spirit dust. It's like 18. From the dailies here, we're going to get another 20, so that's going to be 30 capstones, just raw capstones. Total of 92 here, 71 weapons, 63 armor, Ember of Frost. I also didn't put this artifact away from the other spots, so that doesn't count. 13 Dragon's Scale Fossils and 1 Starlight Jade's Breath. And then whatever the junk loot is, which I think is like just a hair over 9.5 maybe, something like that. I don't remember. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I'll let them know that I'm leaving, and best of luck on drops. Leaving the spot. Best of luck on drops. I almost said smiley face. I'm one of those weird type of people that if I've been talking, I can't type something without saying it almost. And alternatively, if I haven't been talking, I can type and not have to say out loud what it is. There's like this weird part of my brain that gets enabled or disabled at any random point in time, so I don't know. Person looked like they were hunting. Alright. Heading up over to Ailton. We're going to drop off the goods over there, and then we're going to head off to Marowak. I'm going to retop off on my church buffs because it's an hour and 25 minutes. I'll pop a simple cron meal when we get there, so that way I know how long it's actually been. When it gets down to like 35 minutes, that should be win, but I'm also going to do the timer thing like I said, so. This is going to be interesting. Let's go to you. Put all this stuff away. So, Jade, this is where a lot of your money is going to come from if you do grind Mountain of Eternal Winter. For 1 hour Agris, well, not even full hours, it's like 45 minutes. Not even 45 minutes, like 40 really. 196 million out of 9,740 junk loot. So, this is your big money maker. If you want to make money at Jade or like Mountain of Eternal Winter, Jade Starlight Force is your best spot. It doesn't require energy. The mobs, it's a high AP for sure. 280 is nothing to like scoff at. Be like, yeah, whatever. It's a pretty decent high AP, but it's nothing too like Olin's, right? It's not like 300 AP or something really crazy. It's going to take me even a good long while even now to do that, but I think what I might end up doing, because I need to change out some of my accessories to like Tets, I might start saving up for a couple of Tungrads. I think I might just buy them outright instead of trying to enhance them personally. Just something about it. That's just my personal feelings about it. So we're going to head over to Marowak now. Marowak. So, let's see. Jade Starlight, everything's done here. Winter Tree Fossil, everything's done here for me. And now, Wax Labyrinth. So, Marowak, here's all the junk loot and stuff that you can get. Not just all this is junk loot. Yeah, even these junk, mega junk. But no, all this is the type of loot that you can get. The AP, DP requirements, what I'm currently sitting at. Lots of monsters and skill XP. If you were low on skill XP for some reason and yet you are at 280 AP at 350 DP, get your butt over to Wax Labyrinth and get yourself a lot of skill XP. I don't get it. So the 3 dailies are Do It If You Dare, Real Army, and Wanted New Test Subjects. I'm going to, while talking about the spot a little bit more, we're going to go ahead and auto path. So the titles and stuff, this is the only place that I don't have everything down here, and that's Queen of the Labyrinth. You have to defeat Versailles. There's Karanda, the Queen of Harpies, Putrachium, Queen of the Skies, and then Versailles, the Queen of the Labyrinth. This right here, I don't know how many times you have to kill her, but Tyrant is another one where you have to defeat Versailles. So I've defeated her a few times. It's just apparently I haven't done enough, I guess. Yeah. On the way there, too, I'm also going to keep an eye out for a snow tornado. If you see a snow tornado, that is the Dreadwinter Guardian, the Arab Jork. That's how I pronounce it. It's probably butchering it terribly, but, you know, moving on. Let's go ahead and head over to Marascas. So the fun thing about Marascas is that it is a time-based system. Per room that you go into, you have 12 minutes. You cannot make those 12 minutes go by any faster. You can't make them go by any slower, other than probably adrenaline. By that, I mean, like, scientifically speaking, Mythbusters also prove this, where if your adrenaline's coursing, time feels like it's going slower. So that's, like, the only thing that you can really do, and I wouldn't advise that, because it would just take you forever to get done with the spot. Which reminds me, can I get a timer up and going? And I also am wanting it to be seen on the upper right side of OBS. So bear with me while I get this set up, because I don't know if it is like a window capture. Let me go to my webcam real quick, and that way I can make this change without making it look horrible. Window capture, I'm going to do... timer. It's not a window capture. Move that. Is it a game capture? Choose a specific window. No. I don't know if there's a way that I can do the timer then. Is there a timer? Window capture. Give me a second. It's not there. Those are like the only two things I can do. Video capture device, no. Alright, well, I guess I can't do that. I'll just keep an eye on what time it is on the stream when we start. Like I said, I'll use a simple cron meal so that way we can at the very least see it there. So the 3 dailies, each one give you 10 capstones here. Defeat Versailles, defeat 7 of the elite mobs and 2,000 of the mobs in there. And believe you me, you will kill about 2,000 mobs. For me, it takes like 2 and like maybe a minute or 2 of the third. So the other interesting thing to note about this spot is that it doesn't say anything about item collection. You can actually use item collection stuff here. I am going to check if Agris also is affected here, because I haven't done that yet. So we're going to go ahead into the Wax Labyrinth. So another thing that I want to point out with this spot as well, you don't have to leave the location every time. When the place gets silent, you don't have to go to the next spot. You can stay in the current spot and just be there the entire time, and I'll show you that in about 12 minutes. So we're about an hour and a half into the stream, an hour 29 minutes right now. This is the one that takes the longest time for me because you cannot speed up the time. You can't do anything to make it go any faster. And we are in the first room, so that's nice. So use a simple cron meal. So when this hits about 35 minutes, that will be the end of the run, and we should be able to go into Versailles' room. So I'm going to turn on this, and then I'm also going to turn on Agris for the first couple of mobs. I'm just curious. Also, this kind of lights up the room a little bit. I don't see it ever affecting me with like poison damage or anything. Agris It does actually do Agris. Okay. I'm not going to use my Agris here, but good to know. Other thing, let's go ahead and get my Vel's Hearts and also start using some of these potions. And then I'm also going to start this timer as late as it is. And just to show you guys the timer, it's just like the Windows one. There you go. I'm just going to wait until we get to Mercedes and I'll show you guys that timer. But it's about 12 minutes per room. You have to clear almost like 7 rooms, I think it is. Or 6, I can't remember. It's a process. And again, I'm using combat artifacts. I'm not using like my PvE stuff. Like extra evasion, damage resistance, nothing like that. I guess the actual like things that hold it are extra AP and monster reduction, but that's it. So for the most part, you just want to attract the monsters. I have noticed that they actually do lunge at you when they get kind of close. So you can actually use that to your advantage to kind of like go in a circle and then try to group them all up or group up more of them. These burrows here are actually going to be a big problem if you leave them alone. They spawn those little roly-poly looking dudes and they do explode on you and do quite a bit of damage if you're not careful. Also, you'll notice there are red circles appearing. On the mini-map, there's a little elite mob here. This is not one of the leaders, but this is an earth-shaking one. If you allow him to go underground, he starts like vibrating the ground where you're at, giving you a movement and attack debuff of like 10% or something like that. And just like a bunch of effects, making it kind of hard to see anything really what's going on. Or I guess it can be hard to see, but I've been here for long enough, it doesn't bother me. There's also one other thing that's not really like an elite mob. Here comes an elite mob now. It's a Marasca that lays eggs, and the eggs are also spawned to be the explodey boys or other ones. So when a leader spawns, you'll notice at the top of my screen this little like sword. All the Marascas basically no longer become stupid AI. They're very smart. They actually actively engage and try to kill you no matter what. As soon as the boss is dead, though, they go back to being stupid and wander around. And the leaders kind of spawn maybe every like 2 minutes or so. Right now we've been in here for maybe like 2.5, I want to say. Yeah, it's about 2.5 on the timer. So it's like 2.5 minutes in, the first leader spawns. There's a couple different ones. There's a leader, a commander, a general, and Marasto. And I think Marasto might be the general. Don't quote me on that. But there's like 4 different types of mobs, and they're all, other than Marasto, they're the ironclad Marascas, like these little guys that look like they have like lobster claws on the front. But again, these guys are, for me, kind of a pushover, so just try to kill as many as I can. I typically kill about 800 in an hour, so that's why it takes me a little over two full rooms, or 800 in a room, excuse me. So about 2 full rooms in a little bit, and that's the end of that daily. Here's the egg laying one. You want to try to prioritize it because again, it'll just keep spawning little eggs, and they will hatch into other Marascas. Typically the Baneling type ones where they just go up to you and explode, like that guy right there. There's a lot of them now actually, and I'm not sure where they're coming from. Was it all from the egg laying one? Seriously? I know there's other eggs in the room. Maybe they came from that. There's not a den over here. Whenever you see one of those spiky circles, you want to go and kill it, is pretty much how it works. So kill as much as you can, and then when one of those spiky circles show up, go to it and kill it. There's another burrow. It's dead. Here comes a commander. So the commander is a bit bigger. Has a lot more health, a lot more defense, and here comes the swarm. They literally try to get from every angle because they wander so much. So you pretty much want to try to get out of it right away. and then try to start to like focusing them down. I would suggest though, go ahead and don't just DPS down the first guy if you're doing the dailies. You can just let them all accumulate, let them all build up, kill them all off at once. That way you don't have to try to like hunt them down and stuff like that. You can probably do this a few times, but I'm gonna go ahead and kill them here, just kind of like passively. Now they all go back to kind of being stupid again, except for they're all still, some of them were still kind of angry at me. So here comes a general now. I think what's different about the general is even after he's dead, I think is when all the Marascas still are angry. One of them does that, and I think it's the general. Despite also having a ton more defense and health. At least more health. He takes a little bit longer to kill for sure. Comes some poison. Okay, there's a den over there. So now, yeah, these guys are still angry. So a general will still make them angry, regardless if he's there or not. And this effect lasts probably a good minute, I want to say. Also, don't come in here if you don't have really highly tiered pets. Unfortunately, I don't have any tier 4s for my grind group. I only have tier 3s. But yeah, I had one of my pets was a tier 1 while I was here. It's terrible. Don't do that to yourself. Like I said, try to prioritize these burrows. And if these guys are still mad at you from killing the general, just keep going at them. I'm pretty sure the general is the one who does that, for sure. Like, they're still angry. Probably still will be for a while, actually. I think it's till the next one spawns, which is totally fine by me. So you just group them all up, get them all together, combo the whole group down, loot them all real quick, rinse and repeat. There's a burrow over there too. So Marasto has awoken. This is the egg brooding one. So Marasto has a couple of different patterns to watch out for. One, he's kind of like a wrestler. He'll jump in the air like this, and he'll land on you. Another one that he does, he has a few like melee hits that he'll do. He just really likes to jump, apparently. He's very jumpy. That's fine, I'll just focus all these little guys down. You have plenty of time to kill him. At this point, we're at 7 minutes of the fight, so you still have like half the time here, so it's good. He'll do some melee hits like this. When you get him down to 50% HP, he actually summons in 2 more generals. He also has a cone. So he's a little bit below 50 right now. So here comes a brood of Marascas. It's basically I think 2 different leader type ones. Now what's cool is you can actually focus them down and keep him alive. But if you kill him, the leaders also die. And you don't get loot from them. So I would suggest to, if you can, try to bring everybody away from Marasto, or better yet, have him do his cone ability while you're killing everything else off, which again is more of like a random thing. So you don't want to get too far away, but you don't want to get too close to him. There you go. So when he's doing his cone, you can just go ahead and DPS everything else. I just really wanted to focus down that burrow for whatever reason. So always try to stay a little bit of a distance away from him while killing the mobs. That way you don't accidentally kill him instead. It's only these big guys that he spawns. Maybe he spawns other small guys too. I don't know for sure, but should not have sat in that. That was very dangerous. Okay, so the other Iron Claw or Clad is dead. So now I'm just going to focus him down. And he's dead. So one of the items that you might have noticed by now I'm getting is that Marowak carapace crystal, or crystal carapace. That is what you're going to need once you get into the boss room. For one of the dailies, you have to talk to Tori, who is Marnie's assistant. And inside there, you can exchange each of these carapaces that you're getting for like an RNG box. And the RNG boxes can have as high as a frost flame, or a flame of frost. Or you can get embers from them. Typically, embers is a good thing to get. You can also get capstones and a bunch of other stuff from them too. We'll go over those once we get there. a tell for when you're getting close to the end of the room, which we're at 9 minutes 45 seconds right now, is two like elite mobs like this will spawn very close to each other. I think this is the one by itself. I think the next... No, this is the two. So this is how I know that we're close. According to my timer, we're at 10 minutes. This guy takes a little bit to kill because he's the bigger guy. But then there's a smaller one, too, that also appears. I think a general and a leader. Or a commander, or whatever you want to call it. There's a rank system even in the Marascas, I'm telling you what. So he's dead, but now the thing is, I think they'll all still be angry for a little bit. No? Alright, never mind. Shame on me for trying. There's another burrow over there. There's probably another one on the other side. I just haven't really noticed it. Can I get like 900 kills? That'd be great. Yeah, there is another burrow over there. If I can get 900, that might be a new personal best. But yeah, as you can see, I'm killing them too fast, and I'm not able to loot them all from my pets. So that's ultimately what ends up killing me for not getting it all in 2 rooms for the daily. I'm more concerned about loot. Because that one extra capstone, you know? Also, you might be able to tell, too, that this thing over here stopped. And just like that, the room's clear. Okay. So all mobs that are left over get despawned, except for... I'm not going to do it this time. Those little roly-poly guys that explode. So now... the game would have you believe you can move on to the next location. So if you wanted to leave this spot, you can actually go and talk to the burrow over here, and you can go back to the Sherikon Iron Mine. Well, you can also go to Miro Burrow, or Mirawak Burrow. But if you like the room that you're in and you don't want to leave, you can just stay here. You don't have to leave. Also, while I'm here, might as well eat a stick. Eat a meat stick and wait. I think it's about 1 minute. Kind of, it really just like slowly ramps up, and it just takes time. That's it. I'm trying real hard, guys. There's a burrow. There's a lot of mobs just sitting around this thing. Why? comes the first commander. Also, I see a burrow. This is actually a pretty decent choke point, too, on this first starting spot. If you guys want the other rooms, I mean, you're not really going to find anything past, like, the second room if you're doing this by yourself. So you only get to, like, see one other room. But if there's another person here, or, say, 2 people already in here, I don't know how many rooms there are in total. The guy that I was looking at online said that 6 people can get the loot from the final boss. So that, like, implies to me that there's at least 6 rooms? Maybe more? I don't know. It's a labyrinth, so you'd expect, like, hundreds of rooms or something like that, but I don't know for sure. There's another burrow. Let's just DPS this down real quick. There's another egg brooding one. Feeling the next boss here in a little bit, or the next mini boss, elite one. This is the one that's like the most mentally draining for me. It really is. Pets? No, they're fed. It's like, why are they not looting? I guess I did just kill like a big group of them. Alright, there they are. It's commander this time. Everybody huddle around. Oh, there's a den. Burrow, excuse me. Okay, so there's the real army done. That's the kill 7 of the commanders or elites here. There's an egg brooding one again. And also a burrow just spawned. Nice. Bunch of these. I think every time that you kill that egg brooding one, all the eggs in the room wake up or something. That's twice now I've noticed it. I used to think in the past it was burrows, but there's no burrow alive right now. Weird. A burrow. There's an Earthshaker nearby. you are. After a period of time, the Marascas do actually, like, try to go after you, but Marasto is alive, which means that all these guys are going to be angry at us. I believe it's... My theory is rooted in the Mercedes fight. Marasto is like Mercedes' bodyguard, I believe. Also, the word Mercedes kind of feels kind of Greek to me, like some sort of Greek deity. I could be wrong, but it's what it feels like to me, Mercedes, you know. I didn't really study any sort of Greek deities or anything. I could care less about that sort of stuff. I'm in a corner, but, you know, never surrender, never give up. Leaders. Ooh, nice. That reminds me. I do have enough for the other... what is it? I can't even remember the name of the outfit right now. Karlstein outfit. I did the main weapon today, and I need to go back over to Calpheon to get the sub-weapon going next. I left just enough for it, so I just haven't checked it for a while. I think the worker should be done with it by now. There's just way too much loot just kind of laying around for my liking. While they're all aggroed on me, I take advantage of killing them all. And then when they're not aggroed on me like this, I tend to be a bit more lenient and saying, oh, yeah, I should probably loot these before they all despawn. Also, burrow placement, a 10 out of 10. A+. Would highly recommend. Designing a game slightly better, but you know. General of Mercedes has appeared. You ready for these guys to be all triggered at me? Here, okay, so these are the two. We're about 23 minutes on my timer. I need to start looting with my pets here because there's just way too much. They're not angry or crazy, so should be relatively okay. I've learned that if you stand on top of the loot, it kind of goes out in a cone, not like oldest loot pile to freshest, but it goes in like a proximity based thing. Whatever's closest, it'll try to loot first. As long as you keep track of where you've been and where you're trying to be, you can kind of prioritize the loot just a little bit. It's an Earthshaker. That was another 900 on this one. Now I'm drawing them all over here, so then I can go back and potentially loot. Well, there's only a handful of piles. Burrow's done, so now I just quickly go over here. Start looting these. Start looting these. Nice. Okay, so before I forget, go to my map, Calpheon. I like that you can actually access your map here because it's very helpful. And then I need you to craft this. And this will be the final weapon or the final thing of the Karlstein outfit. And I'll have crafted a full Karlstein outfit, which is very nice. I have 7 extra as well. And I think what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start crafting the, I think it's the armor piece, like the chest portion, because that gives the most cron per... I'll have to double check the numbers for sure, but I think that's probably going to be the best. So after 2 rooms, we're at 10 capstones, 37 ancient spirit dust, 5 of the Mirrorwack crystal carapace, 3 dragon scale fossils, 36 armor, 43 weapon, and 5,955 junk loot. However, usually, oh, that was not good. Usually it's about every like 5,000 or so I will actually start using that. So 25 minutes in. Go ahead and eat another beef steak. Oh. Why is that beef steak spicy? It's original flavor or double smoked. It's like it has seed in it or something. I don't know why that was so hot. Could have been the double smoked one. I don't know. Is that a plane? I got a lot of fans going on here. There's an air conditioning. There's a box fan next to me. There's a box fan in the window you can see up there. It sounded like that was a plane. One of the big boys. Yep, there's the Earthshaker ability right here. So it's a minus 20% attack speed, 20% movement speed, and 20% movement speed. I think it's meant to be like casting speed. I don't know. Here comes a commander. Now these guys are gonna get all triggered and mad. They're gonna go, yeah. There's a burrow right over here. Kind of weird. It almost looks like from a distance, it almost looked like the normal one, except for I saw the like little bit of a black outline on the top. That was the original one that's there. So for like a split second, it kind of like tricked me. But so now from here on out, we just have to keep surviving and thriving pretty much. Now the reason why I would recommend to just keep killing things as fast as possible, one, the junk loot is not the best, so the more of it you get, the better. Two, and more importantly, for every single one of those carapace things that you get, these things right here, is another random box that could give you an ember or could give you the frost flame. So even though it may not be like, you know, a really great spot in terms of money per hour, the possibility to get a lot of different items is actually very high. In 1 hour and 25 minutes, a full run here, I've actually gotten 4 embers, which tied some of my best hours at Jade, honestly. Out of like 17 boxes in 1 hour for 25 minutes. It's a huge RNG thing, so, you know, you never know until you try. And in my case, I try a lot. I try very hard. I know there's a burrow over there, but I'm too busy fighting things over here. Go ahead and do this because those little baneling things would start being a problem here in a little bit. Especially if you have like 2 burrows active, which it looks like I do now. They start to really stack up and start to be a problem for sure. Because all it takes is the bosses, when they spawn, for all the little guys to just get all aggro at you, surround you, and then those little dudes pop up at like the opportune moment and just kill you before you can get away. It's happened to me some like 3 or 4 times now. That's why I prioritize those things. But you know, had my Marascas gone up, my DP would be higher and I'd be fine. Go. Didn't give me a carapace that time. It's fine. I think pretty much any of the elites can give you it. And I don't know if the Marascas, when he spawns the 2 big Marascas, I don't know if they can give a carapace each. I want to say yes, considering they're very similar to like some of the commanders that spawn normally. I don't know for sure. Egg brooding ones for sure though. Prioritize anything that you see with a little spike on it, the spike circle, including a burrow that's somewhere around here. Burrow is dead? Sure, we'll go with that. Some of the placements, there's that placement in that wall, and there's another one like right up over here that can be really annoying. The only way you know it's there is if you notice the little guys rolling around, or you look at your mini map. And the one that you might notice more if you're not in a habit of looking at your mini map is going to be the rolling guys, and finding them sometimes can be very difficult. Once you've been here for a while, though, they become second nature. Like, oh, there's another one. Ooh, another capstone from a normal mob. Nice. This spot, I will say, isn't terrible for caps an hour. In my experience, anything that's more than like 30 capstones in an hour is a good spot. That's my personal, like, benchmark, if you will. If it gets you more than 30 capstones in an hour, it's a good spot. It's not like the worst spot. I'm sure there are other places where you can maybe push like 60, 70, maybe even 90 or 100. But, yeah, I'm not really concerned too much about capstones anymore, but I do know they're great money, so that's the main reason why I'm still concerned about them. Marascas has appeared yet again. He's ready for the smackdown, the Thunderdome, baby. He's over by the entrance. I'm just trying to stay over here to get this burrow. Thank you, I got it. Okay, pets, continue to loot. Let's go and say hi to Marascas. He looks kind of like a wrestler, doesn't he? Just, you know, insert a Hulk Hogan, brother. He's gonna be down below 50 right here. Stop attacking him for a minute. I'm curious, if I get a carapace from one of these guys, I'm gonna try to pay attention to that this time. It's gonna be rather difficult when Marascas jumps right on top of me, but you know. Come on, Marascas, do your cone, don't jump. There you go. Just buys me a few extra seconds of like pummeling each and every one of these guys. Okay, everybody all together now. I tried to avoid hitting Marascas. To me, my pretties. Okay, pets, loot everything, please. Is everything looted around him? I do believe so. Okay, so they didn't give any carapace that time. I'll try to pay attention to it for the next couple of times. I want to say that they do, and Marascas usually does as well give one. There's a couple of burrows. Oh, that's an earth-shaking one. He just popped up on the surface. The wrong time, buddy. That's where things start to get a little out of hand with the loot. Okay. General has appeared. Of the dailies in MEW, Mountain of Eternal Winter, this is definitely the enduro grind for sure. Do you have the endurance, the stamina, the willpower, the available brain cells to muster through this? This is what I did for almost like 2 weeks, by the way. I would do all 3 spots, and I would do Marowak always last, because this one was the enduro grind. I would do the first 2 spots, Winter Tree Fossil first, then Jade, all in one sitting, and then I would take a break for maybe like an hour or so, like get some breakfast, and then, or maybe a snack, and then I would go ahead and do Marowak here. That's typically how I would do that. Today on stream, we're doing all 3 at once, and yeah, I wouldn't recommend doing this. Like what I might do from now on, if I am going to do Marowak here still, because I want to get the title, obviously. I need to keep grinding here until I at least get the title. That's one of my goals. So what I want to try to do is incorporate maybe a little bit of grinding on stream, maybe, I don't know, because the new season starts tomorrow, according to the patch notes and according to what their promotional material has been. It's going to start tomorrow. You know, I think it's like Dawn of Dragons or something like that. They could have easily done that for the last season with the region Mountain of Eternal Winter dropping too, but... And I swear, if they say, make a Dracania class, I'm not doing it. If I do, I'm going to exchange her for like a Dark Knight or something different, because no. I personally really dislike the way that they treated Dracania. They didn't even give her Awakening until after the season. Like, what? At least with like Nova, they did the Awakening relatively early on in the season. Sage was kind of the same way, Corsair as well. Dracania dropped the ball. Also, we are what? I was about to say we are currently sitting in 38 minutes. When you see that message, click on it and move to the room where the owner of Wax Labyrinth is located. Oh, my butt. My butt's numb. So we're going to the you know, I'll take this. This is a big W. Usually it's an hour and a half. To my understanding, I don't know if it's server-wide, the time that's been spent in the rooms, or if it's more like a player-based thing. My testing has concluded every time that I go there, you know, last couple times it's been an hour and 25 minutes. This time it was less than 39. So that tells me that that inconsistency means that it's server side. So there have been other people that have been here today. They didn't stay long enough to actually beat the, or get to the last room. So we're only going to get 7 RNG boxes, but that's okay. So once you get the message saying that the burrow has closed, it's just a little bit after that where she wakes up. Oh, Mercedes. There we go. So now we have the option, or the opportunity rather, to fight her. So a couple things you got to watch out for. Every single enemy that you fought up to now will be in here. The egg brooding ones, Marascas will make an appearance. The earth shaking ones, we saw them hit me with a debuff. Those green baneling type ones where they explode on you, there's a lot of them right now because the egg brooder. This is where things can get really scary, especially at my DP level. I have died to Mercedes a handful of times. Prioritize back attacks, much like a lot of other things in this game. This powerful signal outward, don't worry, just keep DPS in her. What's going to happen though is that a bunch of those baneling-like dudes will appear all around the entire place and charge you. When that starts to happen, get out. So here they come. Now what we want to do, you want to Q block these and just tank it. If you can't take all of it at once, then try to pop the rest of them, because the more that you don't have to deal with, the better. Mercedes will also only go a certain distance away from her starting point and then reset too, so you have that to look forward to as well. When it says prepares a powerful attack, get out of dodge. I think right about where that like AoE of the like kind of like the vacuum sort of animation, that's about the distance of the actual attack. Usually after that, she calls upon Marascas. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and farm Marascas here as well. I'm going to try to get everybody kind of more centralized over here. This is where things get a little difficult, because now Mercedes and all of this is all at once. What I mean by farm Marascas is I'm going to do, first off, I need to kill his leader. Second off, I want to get Marascas to get his dudes to spawn in, get him to half HP, but also try not to get killed by Mercedes at the same time. So now that I've gotten his buddies to spawn in, I'm going to try to kill them before killing Marascas. So let's just try to get these leaders out over here. We can damage Mercedes a little bit in the process. Oh, that was close. Try to stay away from Mercedes' front. All of her attacks are pretty much frontal based. Well, Marascas just died. Didn't get to farm it, but I got two capstones from that. No problem. She will do the powerful attack one more time. So I'm not going to attempt, although I have tried one time to just full commit to it and I died. I would not recommend full committing unless you have potentially done that before. Or maybe more than 285 AP. Also, again, like I said, up to 6 people can loot Mercedes here. So if you and, say, a friend are grinding at Marowak, I believe it's time spent server-wide, not like per person. So like you spend half an hour and the other person's with you for at least that half hour. I don't think that'll count as an hour. I think you have to be there for a full hour 25 if nobody else has been there. Well, that's just speculation. I don't know for sure. So usually in a fight, she will do 2 powerful attacks and then also 2 times where all those Baneling guys will show up. So far, this is actually going to be the end of my grind here, and we'll probably do some other things for the next hour or so. 7 of these. This is, again, roughly 40 minutes worth of time. This is what we have. So we have 7 Marowak Carapaces, 85 Ancient Spirit Dust, 27 Capstones. A little over, I want to say it was... Close out that timer real quick. 5,000, so a little over like 4,000, or no, excuse me, 9,800. So nothing all too crazy. Usually, like I said, the lowest for the hour 25 for the carapaces that I got was like maybe 12. But you just exchange all of them for the boxes here, and we're going to open them up real quick. Nothing crazy, just a little bit of Ancient Spirit Dust and Blackstones. RNG boxes be like that. So we're gonna go back to Sherikon Iron Mine. We did get, you do also complete the talk to Tori quest with her, so you have to go through Mercedes, kill Mercedes, then talk to her over there, Tori, and then after that, in 10 minutes, if you don't leave, the game will actually kick you back to Sherikon Iron Mine out here. So turn off Vel's heart before it turns on again. Talk to Alvaro, get our other 20 from him. And now we're going to head over to Ailton. And while we do, I'm going to go ahead and mute myself so I can eat my chips and meat sticks. These are spicy Doritos nachos. No, spicy Doritos chips. Spicy Doritos Locos Tacos. Pearl Abyss, really? Can you just please fix the auto pathing with sprint, please? Thank you. I'm also keeping an eye out for the snow tornadoes. If I could fight one of her, I'd be fine with that too. Also, I don't ever really use my mouse with my left hand, and it shows. I want to BRB for a minute. I hate the feeling of like the dust on your fingers, so I'll be back.
To the hill-sworn name you'll take?
Not only did I eat the rest of the chips, I had 2 more beef sticks left. I shoved them both in my mouth. Don't ever do that. Oh my gosh.
How long do you plan to stay?
Jaw hurts from all the chewing. Okay. So. For the roughly 40 minutes that we were there, 97 million silver. Nothing all too crazy. It's a little over 2 every minute. I'll take that. It's pretty good. Bear in mind, when we started today, I had barely under 200 million. So, excuse me. Oh, goodness, excuse me. Had I spent a full hour at Jade and got 15,000 junk loot, I would have gotten 300 million. In total today, we got 241, but that does not include the capstones. I could actually make 5 more here and get up to 191 if I really cared to. This right here, though, that's a lot of money on the marketplace. Right now, if I were to say, you know, let's kind of play a little bit here. Let's say for these 186, or at least 100 capstones here, I can sell them for, before taxes, 300 million in total. So that doesn't look too bad now that I've kind of put that out there. The 186, though, I can sell these for a whopping $500 million before taxes. Bear in mind, I'm not going to do this because I don't have a value pack. But 186 for just doing the dailies. Technically 191. I only do like 50 at a time, so that's a lot of money for that. Now, granted, past that, you're kind of stuck with the RNG of drop rates and stuff. If you get like a Wayne Winter Guardian over at Jade, that's like, I've had as high as almost 30 capstones from her. It's realistically more in like the ballpark of like 15 to 20 from her. So had I got one of those, or had she spawned one time and I killed her, I could technically be at 200 before even anything else. I could also go to RBF for the day and I can get another 20 there. Has it reset for the weekly? I don't think so. I think that's tomorrow. Yeah, not yet. So if I wanted to, I could go ahead and do this, and I might, because why not? I'll just kind of hate myself for doing this sort of stuff to myself. But we have some time to kill, so might as well do it. Go ahead and get that. I believe I have everything except for Neuver. Let's go to Red Battlefield. This one just started, so might as well. So I just need 1 victory or 3 losses, at the most 3 losses. I really don't want to deal with RBF. There's just something about RBF I really hate. And I know why. It's because most of the people that are here are like God amongst men's. Mankind. And womankind. Because they just have like gear capped. They have the highest gear possible in the game, and they have nothing better to do than just player versus player. I don't do player versus player unless it's for something, and in this case it's 20 capstones and the potential every once in a while to get a red essence. That's about it. Battle it out. Try to go to 2. So far, we're off to a fantastic start. When I joined, it only said there was 4 people, and unless, yeah, somebody is being sneaky. Thanks for letting me take point, dude. Uh-huh. That Dark Knight saved my bacon, dude. Jeez. We're taking 5? What? Are they down below or up above? They're in the alleyway, I think. There's 2. Oh, there's 3 now. Gosh. Yeah, nah, I'm... Call me a coward. I don't care. There's so many people over here, too. Yep, there goes the grab. You don't have that much attack, do you? What killed me? Seriously, what killed me? My characters have a stroke? What was that? RBF. Going for 2. Rubber banding is cool too. I don't understand how I'm taking damage. I don't get it. Yep. I captured the point. Oh. That dude was standing outside the point to kill me, and because he was, I captured the point. Oh my gosh. I don't know if that's like a sign of intelligence on my part or a sign of stupidity on their part. I'm gonna go with it. It was big brain, calculated 100%. Come on, guys, just stay in the point. Yep, they're coming down from the south. Sure, we'll go with that. Gino the Filipino. I know that guy. He's a hunter. Oh, I know he's good too. He's got really good freaking gear, dude. I've been murdered from him so many times in RBF. So many times. It's sad that I'm starting to recognize names and I don't even come here every day. 100% though, he's a really good guy. Very nice. But apparently also a bloodlust. Nope. There's like some sort of residual here and I don't get it. How many allies are here? I like full sent that, but apparently there's only like 3 other people here. So does Pearl Abyss not know what skill-based matchmaking is, or maybe like, I don't know, putting active members on both teams? Just out of curiosity, because it doesn't seem like they understand that concept, that very simple concept that most BRs do. Did I actually knock him on the ground too? That was nice. If that was the case, I don't know. There's like 6 people that are all like cuddling together. And it's hard to break that if you're like 1 or 2 people. Oh, man. I'm still going to give this my all, but as of right now, I don't have much hope. Because we got people like this. Sword meta. Shield meta? I don't know. More like AFK meta. Okay. Black Spirit's Rage done me dirty. I got that other guy, though. I'm okay with that. Black Spirit's Rage, though, 100% done me dirty there. There have been times where I've killed somebody with that, and it felt so good, but nah. I'm locking it from now on. When grinding, it's fantastic, and for anybody who wants to know as to why I do that, it's pretty simple, actually. The main reason I do is because using just Z, that's just using an ability, and nobody wants to just use an ability when using a rage move. The reason why I do that is it does a ton of damage on top of activating the Z ability. So you do a crap ton of damage, you're in super armor, that's already okay, and then it activates Z ability, which gives you 100 or 50% move speed. I can't remember what it is now, but you go a little bit faster while clearing for like a minute. So it's very nice to have that effect. But in RPF, when you're trying to combo, it's not a good thing. My audio is so broken right now. Hey, just go after the person instead of the objective, you moron. This isn't Castle Ruins. In fact, just keep being stupid. Hopefully my team will actually win. I swear, man. Somebody not able to capture 4? Like, what's going on over here? Oh, we have people right here. Of course we do. Yep. There was 8 people who are all just camping right here. How much you want to bet that Bad over here with 15 kills has just been standing there leeching kills this whole time? How much you want to bet? Or whenever somebody goes to 4, they go, "Ooh, there's somebody over there. Probably go kill them real quick." You saw how many red people were there? Have you noticed how big my team is? I think it's almost a 2-to-1, honestly. I legitimately feel that. Almost jumped on that. Okay. Don't even know how I died. If they could give you like a breakdown, because the game obviously is fast enough to calculate how much damage you take, how much you do. Give me a Call of Duty like breakdown as to how I died. They did 4,000 damage in one shot. Do you want to see how fast people would cry about balance then? Yep. So, you heard the sound effect? The cooldown is taking effect, which means, wow, that's really convenient that they would be able to kill me as soon as the effect actually took place. Invulnerability, right? More like you're dead. Why should you even try? Well, Dustin, that's just the internet speed of your computer. It's very slow. It's latency delay. What? Bad game design. Shouldn't be a button like that anyways. So, honestly, how I feel about it. Hey guys, how's it going? Little touchy, huh? What I'm getting at is that I need to just go in there, trick all of them to attack me, and then the rest of the group goes in there. That's what I need to do. I was just about to hit the button that I go invisible with, and I was hoping that they would rush in there and, you know, cause some damage. Emotional damage. Come on, guys. See if I care. Guys, you need to stand on the objective here. Guys, are you retarded? Sorry, I can't say that word anymore. My allies just don't want to stand on the point there? Pea-sized brains. This is why I hate RBF. Even if I had, like, max in-game gear, nah, it would not be fun. Would not be. We did so well to try to flip that. Yeah, at the end, just nobody was on the point. They took it. They just decided at the end, what's the point of even trying, and they gave up. Whereas there was probably some person in red just hunched over in a corner, just like, please don't step on the point. Don't step on the point. Don't do it. Oh gosh, please don't step on the point. $60 people, 40 of which were on the enemy team. Can we get a win in two? I'd find out how the game wants to put people with people. So far, and this is just because there was like, what, 8 people here? There's a good chance that now with that, previous round just ending, all the good players can be put on the enemy team, or my team. And right now I'd like to believe the enemy team. So, in case anybody's wondering, no, Kuno does not do enough damage at 285, 362 to kill anybody in RBF. I feel like even if I was 300 AP, that fight I would never win it. Kuno doesn't do enough. We'll see if I ever get to the point where I ever will be at 300 AP to actually, like, say that, but every single time I've been able to get somebody on the ground, even in the open world, they just kill me before I could even do any sort of damage to them. And of course, where have all the good players gone? All the powerful, just, you know, take all the objectives. Where have they all gone? The enemy's team. Of course. Why can I never be put on the winning team and just be carried? Why? Why does everything have to be an uphill battle? Why? Can't get the Labresca on like 10 attempts all in one day. Doesn't matter. I've Fallen God tapped in one. Woohoo. Congratulations. I'm RNG carried, right? Wrong. It's always got to be a struggle. Going for 5. Yeah, attack me, why don't you? Of course. By doing this, all this does is allows them all to group up so tightly together that when they go to attack the next point, hopefully my allies will be smart enough to take advantage of this situation and go and capture points and then try to hold off against that massive influx of like 5 or 6 people. But that's not what happens. What ends up happening is those 6 people just steamroll every other point, including our own. Because momentum is a thing. A thing that they seem to possess right about now and that we don't. So... Of course, we got campers up top. We got campers down below. All again that I did was I distracted everybody at 3 with 1 person. And now hopefully my allies were able to clear the path to 3, pushing them back to 3. All because I did that. But again, people are stupid. They're not going to be like, oh, we should take advantage of this moment. Maybe they worked, because we seem... No, not anymore. Hey guys, I'm back again to try to steal your point. Well, I got him on the ground, so that's nice. Now I'll just get CC stunned, stunned, floated, stunned. The only thing that was missing there was a grab. Things like this just really make me hate this game. And I really don't like to say that. And then there are people just hiding in random alcoves. You know what I want to do? I want to drag some of those people over there just because. Kill them while they're AFK. Why not? Miss, 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 miss. Can't hit anything. You having fun yet? I certainly am. Two flipped. 3 is just not flipping at all. Because why would it? What was even grabbing me there? Did anybody see anything grabbing me? My character was acting like she was choking. Nobody was there. Imagine that. But you're lazy, Dustin. There's clear. I saw the person. You didn't? Sure you did. Don't believe anything. You should get exit lag, Dustin. Every time I go to RBF, I have to use exit lag. Person on top. So why wouldn't there be a person on top? Just went for the grab and died. Should not have done that so fast. That's Gino the Filipino, by the way. Right over there. He's really good. I know that. I almost had him, though. At least I thought that was him. Pulled off the grab perfectly. It's just, for some reason, there's this weird anti-effing timing with me that every time that something good happens, when I'm around, something horrible happens right afterwards. Get the grab. 3 allies of his shows up and kills me. There's way too many people here. They're gonna notice I'm capping it right here. Once my ally showed up, so you know. You really want to do this, Gino? Dragon Flare, nobody effing asked you nothing, alright? I want to be very clear, I said asked. I'm aware of what it sounded like. Asked. Oh, they just have evasion. Okay, sure. Yeah, where am I getting hit from? Lord knows where, because I certainly don't. Oh, this person right here. Oh, okay. Yeah, I saw them. Yeah. Ugh, excuse me. Yeah, of course. Oh, that wasn't close enough to grab. Oh, okay. Again, I have to be making out with people and then just take random amounts of damage every once in a while because of latency, right? There's almost no point in trying anymore. They're so far ahead, we have to hold every single spot from here on out. And our team can't even hold more than 2. Yeah, it takes 8 people to kill me, I know. I'm just that good. Did we lose yet? Oh, thank goodness. In case you're wondering, no, I'm not depressed. This is more of like angry quiet. I don't even care. Let me lose this one. 10 minutes and 39 seconds. The last time that you can possibly join a match is if it's more than 10 minutes. If it's as soon as it goes 9:59, you can't join it no more. So I don't even care. Let us lose. That's just how the last 2 have gone, so no point in trying. I'll just kind of like hang out. Maybe I'll try to go for a couple of points. Maybe a grab here and there. Just why the F not? There's not 60 people here. There's 38 when I joined. Who knows? There's probably 400 now.
You must be very great.
Oh, we're losing. How expected. The game just likes to F me over and just be like, yeah, you don't deserve to be on a good winning team. Where is this person at? You see how many people just went by the way? Yeah, he's just gonna sit up there. How are we not getting 0.3 here? Hello? Oh, sorry, I'm red. I'm used to being on Team Blue, you know, the sucky team. I swear I know what I'm doing. Yeah, just keep trying to hit me, dude. Yep. And just both of you being warriors, just come on over and kill me, because why not? What's it matter anyways? We're just gonna lose no matter what. It doesn't matter what I want. It's all about how much the game wants to try to screw me over. Have all these AFKers that spawn. They're not even playing. Yeah, of course. Oh my gosh. Yeah, of course. There's just BRG just standing by with his effing arm cannon as a berserker because he has nothing better to shoot at. Saw me on the ground charging up like he's Samus Aran. Sucks to be you, BRG. Samus is hot. Just saying. This is more for BA too, but you know. I like Metroid, okay. I don't even know how I get hit half the time. Oh wait, it's BRG again, sitting atop his little perch. Oh wait, no, it's not him. Oh, thank goodness, didn't give him a kill. Now I just want to go up there and kill him because he's just sitting up there like a camper. He's a berserker. Last I checked, they're not supposed to be able to shoot from. Oh wait, he's awakening. Oh man, that's just really so horrible. And me being a melee, I can't do much. I'm gonna make a concerted effort to go and kill him. But knowing how this is going to go, I've said it, he's going to jump down and not be up there anymore, because that's the advantage of being a ranged class. You can just jump down, and the people who are just trying to previously kill you by jumping on top of buildings who can't seem to find the way, they can't get to you because, you know, how dare they have the advantage? Of course, I get stuck on every freaking thing. Yeah, because somehow he can make... What in the rubber bandness? Where? I wasn't being rubber banded every 2 seconds. This would actually be somewhat fun, haha. But no, the dude's scared of me because I almost killed him. So he just continues to just be a chicken. There's BRG, of course. Of course, he's got 8k HP, because why not? So you're a coward and you don't know how to fight. Right, sure. Oh wait, I'm not the coward, but I don't know how to fight. That's how it works. I didn't even care about point there. You know why? Because I don't care. I got my 20 capstone, so F you all. For anybody who ever tries to say that I am just RNG carried, I am not. And I don't care what you have to say about it. Clearly, if I was RNG carried, every little thing in this game would be so easy and there wouldn't be any problems. Yes, 15 minutes at Forest Renaros for a piece. Fantastic. So what? If I was so RNG carried, I would have won all 3 of those matches.
How long do you plan to stay?
RBF is a joke. Arena of Solar is a joke. PvP in this game is absolute dog, you know what? I don't care what anybody says. Oh, I really like Arena of Solar because it makes everybody on the same gear level, and that's what we really want, is we want everybody on the same gear level. If that was the case, then how come it's not something more than what it is? I don't even see anybody talk about it in World Chat. Am I in the wrong World Chat? Probably. Can't convince me otherwise. I'm going to head over to Mansham to help my guild do this, and then go to Garmoth. And here's hoping that Garmoth will actually... excuse me, when does Garmoth actually begin? 30 minutes. Okay. Excuse me. I got a private message in Discord. Alright. How many is this guy clearing, by the way? Like 5 at a time? I guess he's doing pretty good. Mob packs aren't really crazy at Mansham, to be honest. Worst case situation, I can always just go on my Corsair, but I think I should have time to go over there, kill it, and then head over to do Garmoth. Garmoth's gonna die real fast though, because lately, that's because of the event and stuff, she's been dying really fast, so. I'll say right about here, so 4,000, it is currently 7:48. Let's just keep track of the time. I'll even maybe set like a 5-minute timer. I don't think it's gonna take me more than 5 minutes to get over to Mansham, maybe like 4. It's almost like 1,000 units of measurement, however long it is, for an IRL minute. So, in case anybody just joined, we recently did some RBF, and for those of you who have watched through that Pain Fest, I just want to say that RBF is one of those things that I absolutely hate in this game. PvP in general is one of those things that I absolutely despise as well. If they could make this game a lot more just PvE friendly, or just remove the death stuff, like, if I die, don't make me lose combat XP because some Giga Chad in an open world system decided to be an absolute fill in the blank. It shouldn't have to be that way at all. There should be no penalty for being killed. They should be karma bombed, but you should not have any sort of penalty for losing crystals or anything else. That is just one of the most ridiculous things I've ever seen in my life. If it's maybe a duel for spot, I can see it because I've participated in those. Those aren't too bad, you know, and most of the time I lose. So, at the end of the day, just remove PvP in general, make it duel for spots, and allow people to just absolutely ignore them. You've implemented Marty zones, that's fantastic, but take a step further and just remove the just flag mechanic. It's so stupid. Either that or make it flagged to where those that want to engage in PvP have to flag, and then those who aren't flagged can't be attacked. Because not everybody is a try-hard PvPer or, you know, wants to go against other people when you're trying to grind for silver. It's been a little over 2 minutes. So if I leave for Garm 5 minutes till I can get there in time. For sure. I'm gonna probably freak him out when I get there too. Here's hoping nobody's actively trying to grind there for, you know, pity pieces and whatnot. It's not why I'm going there either, but I just want to go there to do the guild mission, guild quest. I need to find out roughly where he's at and just kind of like kill things around wherever he's not. I don't know where would be a good place. I don't grind Mansham. I haven't really even been here, to be honest. So I'll just put my horse there for now. Lag, dude. Calm down, computer. I really don't know like any of the spots. My ignorance is showing big time. Although, for what it's worth, it would be nice, but I'm not holding my breath in the slightest, if I can get the potion piece here, because that's the only one I'm missing for mana piece. I don't even really know what mob really drops it, to be honest. There's the 5 minutes. Don't want to go too far up over here. Yeah, there he is. Probably just interrupted his rotation too. Yeah. Is he going to be guild chat? I like how everybody just assumes that Safrina is my, like, account name. And there are so many people that assume that I am a woman IRL because Safrina, it sounds very feminine, and it does. If it was like an O at the end, then that would be a different story, but... It's like Chica, Chico... I don't know, I'm getting at this. I'm not trying to imply the name sounds Spanish. That's more of a Spanish thing, though. Figured they'd be happy, but no. Not over there. I found they're gonna get the last couple. Yep. I still got like 15 minutes to kill before Garmoth. Oh. I set the waypoint only to get rid of it. Wow. Not tired at all. Got a few decent things, a few capstones. Weren't there for very long, like less than 15 minutes. Something like that. I'm just gonna head over to Garmoth and just kind of hang out, I guess. Got nothing better to do with my life. Trying to think what I can do for the next 15 minutes. Nothing really comes to my mind. So the person I ran into, that was my guild member, one of the guys in the guild with me. They type in chat, because my character name is Safrina_Rose. So say, Safrina, you rat. So I type in LOL, I'm helping the guild quest. They then type in 5 minutes later, after we complete the quest, thanks for mission. I'm assuming he's saying thanks to other people who started the mission, because during all my rage and RBF, they were doing guild quests, and somebody accepted the mission for him. I don't know. He's not directly thanking me. You know, I'm just a rat, so... Alright, now that we're over here at Duvengrün, Let's go head over to Garmoth's Nest real quick. I feel like I need to kind of go back to one of the Elvia Serendia spots. I have a few different resources that I need to get for the cups. There's these different types of cups for your accessories. It's more like kind of like a reform stone, similar to how like a Garmoth's heart would be, or a Karanda's heart, things like that. It involves the Elvia Serendia spots. You know, Baragi Den, Orcs Camp, Bloody Monastery. I've already forgotten all of them. Swamps, Naga or Fogan, however you want to say it. It involves most of those different spots, most of those different locations for you to get these cups. And yeah, this Griefer. I recognize that player. Don't ask me how. I don't want to go into details. So going idle. So these pieces here, these shards, and then also these hearts, the Narc's Lightning or the Akiara's Tide. For what I'm going for, I'm going to need a lot of the Shard of Drain Knight, Shard of the Furious Knight, Heart of the Arid Forest, and also the Narc's Lightnings. And also Valtara's Flames. I'm not going to need the Akiara's Tides or the Shard of the Tearful Knight, because the cups that I want to go for are pretty much the ones on this list here, the Dwindling Starlight, or maybe like... Wait, no, it's not that one. The Tragic Nightfall. It's the Tragic series. Tragic Nightfall over here. There's also... What was the other ones? If I just type in cup. So this one I have on my necklace. This one is just so simple to make. It just is so easy. And in fact, I'll go ahead and buy another one right now because humble flex, I can. That's going to be later on. The sad thing about these cups right here is that when you remove them from your accessory, they give you like one of the items, and it's not even like a really crazy item either. So this item here takes 10 massive pure magic, 30 magical shards, 100 shards of the Tearful Knight, 100 shards of the Furious Knight, and 100 Blackstone armor. Of all of those, if you were to get this back, I think you only get like one of like the shards, or maybe like a magical shard. I don't know what it is, but only like one item from this, and it takes all these resources to get. It's so frustrating. So it's actually I think this one gives critical hit damage plus 3 on rings. This 3%, by the way. All AP plus 3 on the belts. This is earrings plus AP of plus 3, so I can do 2 of those. And then I can't remember. It's not damage reduction. It might be those are rings, belt, earring. Oh, necklace is that. Okay. So max HP plus 150. This one for a total of 6% critical hit damage. 2 of these, or no, 1 of these for the AP. And then this for the earring plus another 6. So I need a lot of more resources in order for me to get this. I do need 50 Tearful Knights. Actually 100 for this. I don't see any more Tearful and no Tearful. So I need 100 Tearful, and I believe I only have 50. No, 32. So I need 100 of these. I wrote it down, put it somewhere. I don't remember where, but I need a little bit of each of the spots, and a lot in some places, not as much in the others. So it's just one of those things, you know. It's just much like anything else late game. It's just going to take a while, and to be honest with you, man, I don't really know if I want to go Tungrad for rings. The main reason why is the pen is 125 bill. That's not really the issue. It's 18 AP, 10 accuracy. But if I do the other one, which used to be like the late game, at a TET, it's only a 17-17, so it's 1 less AP. and 2 less accuracy, but a pen is 20 and then also 12. This is 59.5, whereas the Tungrad ring at a pen is 21 and 12. So this is technically better than the Ring of Crescent Guardian. The only difference being 1 more AP on the Tungrad ring. So I feel like if I did go with Tet here, I would want to do 2 of these for a time and then eventually go back to Tungrad. I don't know if like what would be considered the best. Would it not item quantity, exchange price? Like Ominous Ring, this is more of an AC weapon or an AC ring, so 28 accuracy. Tungrad looks like it might be the highest. It's a 20 and 12. I have the Ruins ring. Why is that before Tungrad was in the game? I don't know. So it's a crapshoot between Ring of Crescent Guardian and Tungrad. I think Tungrad's what I want to do for my ultimate because it's 1 more AP. So I think what I might end up doing is start saving up to get these. And what I can do if I ever felt like gambling, I can always buy a ton of memory fragments and then enhance up. I don't think I have any here. I can enhance up my Manos processing stones, these right here. Similar process how I should have done the Labresca helmet. Sorry, there's a weird feeling on my stomach area. Get like 200 memory fragments, go ahead and frag it up, and then once that's all done, go ahead and then, well, take 300 memory fragments in total, so that's 900 mil. Repair it up, try to tap it up to a Tet. If it goes, great. If it doesn't, whatever. If I am able to actually get that up to a Tet, please tell me there's still good prices. Looks like it. They are, yes, max price at 2.9. These actually sell quite regularly, and there's already an order right there and a few orders here. So if I were to go ahead and get one of these up again, then I can go ahead and sell it for quite a bit. And also Master Matchlocks, if I felt like doing them. A long time ago, these actually, there's 3 orders for them. They used to be past level 5. If you failed, it would downgrade. And I don't know if they ever changed that or if it's still the same. If they never changed it, then it might not be a good thing to actually try that. You can force enhance them, but I don't feel like I want to do that until maybe like 8 or 9, because it takes up like 100 durability or something ridiculous. I don't know. It would have to take me a little bit of understanding of how that like fail stacks and stuff. I don't know. This dude seemed to... Oh, they must be training the roar. They just fell off. Yep, they just failed again. Is that person trying to duel, or did they just walk up next to me? Nobody from the Freestyle Guild has showed up that I know of. There's a couple of my guildmates that are here now. See at least 3 of them on the minimap. So another thing that I kind of wanted to mention as well about the upcoming updates, they have a thing that they're calling, I think it's Marty Wave, something like that. Basically, it is a music player while in the game. And if it works the way that I think it will work, is it allows you to play any music score that you want from the game, regardless of where you are in the game. Which means that if I was up in the ocean, I could possibly play like a desert theme or something like that. And if that's the case, I hope that they also implement a system for favorites, so you can favorite a track if you really like it, or even put it like in a system like 1, 2, 3, and then you can like shuffle play your favorites or shuffle play like a group of 1, 2, or 3. That would be kind of cool, because then I can have like all epic like grind music, then I could have like a relaxing music set or tracks or whatever, you know? Just something like that. That would be kind of nice. I don't know if they've considered that. I don't know if they want to do that, but I would hope that they have considered that and that they are doing that. Somebody in chat, I know you guys can't see it, but they said, "Oh, everyone get ready for 3 FPS once this boss spawns." Somebody else says, "The fans will kick in on my rig and I'll be okay. It'll just be noisy." You gotta do significant damage. Sure you do. I just brought my main because she was nearby. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, you guys ready? Don't got anything else really going on right now, to be honest. Just kind of waiting. I guess I can consider some things. Watch the boss spawn right now. I could tet this. Or attempt to, anyways. Yes, I legitimately have 18 of these at a +7. I made a total of 40, and it cost $2 billion. I have sold more than 10 at this point, and have gotten more than 20 billion. Just at a tet, mind you. Not even at a pen. Pen, each one is like 12 bill, unless they changed. It could have gone up in price or down. Yeah, they're like 15, 17 at max, and then lowest is 14.8. So I've made money back on that investment, to be for sure, but the problem is I've also spent all of it. So I think that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to start gambling my money, probably like 50 to 100 memory fragments a day. I mean, I could also just exchange the capstones to then get money for the memory fragments. So maybe like every 2 weeks or so, I might just sell all my capstones whenever possible and just kind of go from there. Alright, let's just sit in this. Poor Mudster. He lost the desire to keep going on. Continue to be strong. Poor Mudster. So Garmoth kind of freaks out the last couple times. She's actually just landed back down again when the cactum spawned. So I don't know what... Oh my gosh. I don't know what goes on with that, but... thank you, Garmoth, for blessing me this day. I'm just going to focus on Garmoth. Hey, got a cactum submission ring. Nice. Come on, Garmoth. Again, I'm just gonna hang out near Garmoth. And I am totally fine. Garmoth is dead. My pets are able to loot. Let's see how long the server lag is. Pretty bad, I would say. There we go. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is the third one. Third one that I've gotten. So, I'm just gonna YOLO it. Alright, cool, nice. Let's try to make it back to Duvenkroom before the crowd shows up here. I like to separate off for a little bit and rejoin later because it gets pretty crazy. To be honest, I could also just go down on the south side of the... Nope. Aha. Wait, what? Hello? I'm stuck. Let's go on the route again. I don't know where the heck I'm going, but you know, let's just do it. Wow, it's the swamp. Morning Fog Peak. I wonder when it's foggy. Bum, 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 bum. I know that some of you are saying, Dustin, just go on the path by now, but I like to find weird avenues in this game. I like to find weird places where you can just climb up on horseback. It doesn't have to make any lick of sense whatsoever. Like, this is technically climbable. Watch me try. We're good. Come on. This last little bit and you're struggling. There we go. It's technically climbable. Did you know that? I didn't. That's why I do this sort of stuff. This is like 99% of me playing this game, by the way. Just me making some of the stupidest, kind of weirdest places to go and things to do. Just for the sake of having a little bit of fun. Also, if that person... I didn't even realize I didn't even have Kudum. I had Nuver equipped that whole time. Holy lag, dude. Yeah, I kept maneuver on. I totally forgot to take it off. Oh well. Alright, well, I think that's going to conclude the stream today. Another longer stream for sure. Yeah, I don't know. RBF is a meme to me. It literally could die tonight and I won't feel bad for it whatsoever. I really wouldn't. That aside, though, I do want to say thank you to each and every one of you who have watched, regardless if you watched me rage at RBF or if you have watched me fight Garmoth or whenever you decided to start joining the stream tonight or were able to tune in. I greatly appreciate it. And I never want to take your viewership for granted. So thank you guys for watching. Greatly appreciate it. Until next time, let me go ahead and autopath to Ailton real quick. And that'll be it for tonight. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are new around here, like I said, you guys can hit that subscribe button, bell icon to be notified of future streams, future content. I can't guarantee that I'm going to go back to video making, but there is part of me that kind of wants to. I kind of want to do some series here and there and kind of get back into it. So yeah, we'll just have to see. Thank you guys so much for watching. Greatly appreciate you. And until next time, stay safe, take it easy, and God bless. Bye-bye.